Now, these races are always dramatic, but usually after they've started. Huge, huge drama and disappointment here. The Olympic champion, Hansel Parchment, who scorched into this final with a fantastic performance in the third semi-final. Watch here. Hits this barrier, and he tweaked his hamstring. Now, this puts his participation in the final under serious doubt. There's the moment of collision. Gail Devers, have you ever seen an injury this late before the final starts?
I have been the recipient of that in 2004 Olympic Games. It was like a piece of paper tearing every time I went over the hurdle, and I was just trying to make it through, and somebody had a false start, and that was all she wrote, as they say. So I understand what he's feeling. That's heartbreaking to see.
Well, there'll be massive disappointment in Jamaica, because he was certainly showing signs of the kind of form that took him to the Olympic title in qualification. Looking really good indeed. But I don't think Parchment is taking part in this final.
I don't think so. He was barely walking off the track, and that's really heartbreaking to see.
Shane Brathwaite will be there. Twice before he's been in world finals. He will need a brilliant performance, the man from Barbados, to get in the shake-up. Asia Martinez made the final in Tokyo and has done so again. Brilliant qualification. He's got nerves of steel, this youngster. Can he find them again under massive pressure? Damien Shakir, 12 times a national champion. The pole tends to start very fast. He's in 2. Youngster Josh Zeller is in fantastic form this year. Former European junior champion, 21 years of age. What a moment here in the United States, the hotbed of sprinting. Listen to this. Soon to be an American football star, running in memory of his dad, who passed away on the weekend of the US trials. The fastest man in the world this year, looking for a first global medal. So too is Trey Cunningham, the NCAA champion, the second fastest man in the world this year. Cunningham in 6. The defending champion. The second fastest man in history. Olympic silver. He got tight and nervous in Tokyo. Will he be free-flowing and at his best here in Eugene? Holloway was the most impressive qualifier. He will believe this is his title to lose, but he must harness the nerves and replicate what he did in Doha 3 years ago. Holloway in 4. The American crowd holding their breath after the clean sweep in the 100 yesterday. Surely there can't be another one, can there? The final of the men's 110-meter hurdles. Holloway late to rise. Oh my goodness me, we've lost the Olympic champion. Now, Holloway was late. I couldn't see Gail to my naked eye, but it's coming up on my screen that by 1,000th of a second, lane 3 has indicated a false start. If it's the case, it's Devon Allen, which would be heartbreaking for him and his family and everyone in this stadium. Just to clarify, if you're new to track and field, if it's quicker than 1/10 of a second, it is deemed to be a false start and you will be disqualified. And it's coming up on our screen, and yours now, 1,000th of a second too fast.
He's saying it was loud. Is what he's, looks like he's telling him it was loud. It's hard to hear.
It is impossible to tell. We were looking from that angle, from third from the left-hand side. You can't tell from there. That is so marginal, it would have been impossible to determine with the naked eye. Now, what does he do here? This should be the perfect send-off for his career for the Philadelphia Eagles. So Devon Allen, by rights here, should be disqualified. Now, is he running under protest or is he going? I think he might be running under protest here.
I think so.
He has been shown the disqualification card. So, we get ready to go again. This is such a horrible position for him to be in. Maybe he's thinking, look, if I run the race, at least I can protest afterwards,
right,
and I might be reinstated. By 1,000th of a second. The crowd are a touch bemused here, not quite sure what's going on. Allen has walked away from his blocks. Now he's coming back. And meanwhile, everybody else has been forced to wait. The officials are saying, look, there is the red card. I'm sorry you can't take part in the race. Allen's coming over. How difficult is it to keep your composure and your nerves and your emotion under control in this moment?
It's very difficult. And think about the other athletes. They've got to stand there and wait, and they want to run. They've got their clothes already off. As you can see, I think that's Grant taking the curve. You got to stay loose. You got to keep going just in case when they say come back.
Yeah, Grant Holloway has gone round the top bend.
And that's what your coach would tell you. Stay loose. Keep moving, because you don't know how long this is going to take.
Cunningham and Holloway have both done the same. And Allen can't believe this. It is such a shame, because he's been through so much to get himself into this race, losing his father on the weekend of the US Championships, catapulting himself to third on the all-time list with that run on the 12th of June at 12:84. And I still think he's arguing the point and saying, I'm running under protest.
Yeah. They'll have to escort him out, which I've seen that done before too, unfortunately.
It looks as though the officials will not let the race take place with him in it. And the crowd reaction tells you what they make of that. That is such a shame. I was so looking forward to seeing him go head-to-head with the rest of the field. What a strange backdrop to a World Championship final. The Olympic champion injures himself before the race, and the fastest man in the world this year, and the third fastest in history, goes out with a false start by 1,000th of a second. Right.
Now they're going to have to get the crowd to quiet down.
Brathwaite, Barbados in 1. Shakir, Poland in 2. 3 is empty to Grant Holloway in 4. 5 is empty to Cunningham in 6. Zeller in 7. Martinez in lane 8. 2 of the favourites have fallen. 1 to injury, the other to a disqualification. This plays into the hands of Grant Holloway, the defending champion, in lane 4. What an extraordinary backdrop to the men's 110 hurdles final. This time at last they are away to a roar from the crowd. Holloway all on his own in the centre. Cunningham going well in the battle for second place, and there's a big medal on offer for bronze. Holloway successfully defends his title. Silver for Cunningham and a brilliant bronze for Martinez of Spain. The youngster who crept into the final in Tokyo has stormed onto the podium in Eugene. But let's take nothing away from Grant Holloway. He should have won the gold in Tokyo last year. He was tight, he was nervous, but tonight, in the most extraordinary drama that none of us could have predicted, Holloway's nerve held good, and he's on the phone. He's telling everyone, this is my patch, this is my stage, and once again, I am the champion of the world.
That's exactly what he said. And he came through a lot, like you said. This was nobody could have, imagine what was going to happen. You have 2 empty lanes, drama on top of drama, but yet he still came through. so excited for Martinez from lane 8 coming through for the bronze medal.
Gail, I can't remember a stranger build-up to a 110 hurdles final with one injured and one disqualified.
And then the injury coming right as they came out on the track to warm up. You know, Trey Cunningham, big ups to him too for being so young and figuring it out.